Hey, what's up, Metal Rules? We're Supermodel Taxidermy. I'm Sean.
Name's Riley.
Mike.
Guitar, drums, and bass. So, if you're into crossover thrash metal, we're a band for you. We've got a couple questions we're going to answer here. And the first one is, what drives us as an artist to create music? And I think that's intensity. Straight up, off the hop. If it moves you and pumps the blood, that's what we like doing.
Sweet.
Where does the band's name come from? Well, it's supposed to be a big FU to anything in society that represents telling somebody how to be or live. Like the beauty industry with their runway models and their image on how things have to be. It's not what we believe in. We push believing in yourself. And that's what Supermodel Taxidermy is all about. Tell us about your album and the newest upcoming parts of it, boys.
Oh man, the new album's awesome. It's not only do we have a lot of fun in the studio, but we got a skit in there, man, and it was so much fun. That's a lot of fun, yeah.
This is this album is also the first one for me and Mike there, for all three of us as this incarnation of Supermodel, so it's pretty exciting in that aspect, and the music itself is very different, and it's gonna make you want to listen to it some more.
I want to back up for a sec. This guy talked about a skit in the album. So Cole is his little brother, and his old man. They were on a fishing trip, and by the time the boys came back and gave me a set of lyrics, there was almost a song ready to go. These dudes wrote a tune on the way back based on Riley's brother and his antics. And it's called Exorcist for Beer. So on the album, we didn't really know how to pay homage to these boys and get them involved with it. We brought Cole in. He did some backup vocals. And then, Riley, why don't you tell him about the skit?
Yeah. Well, like we got my dad to come in, and he wanted to come check the whole thing out, and he thought he was going to be playing some guitar part or something. But we kind of threw that out the door. Yeah. And we said the only way he gets in the studio is if he comes and does a little skit for us. Now got it all wrote out and everything, and he came in and
first take, 15 years of frustration came flying out of his mouth.
Just barking at Riley.
We gave him a script, and he threw it out. He said, "I don't want to read from a script. I don't want to read from a script." So I said, okay. I said, just, I'm going to go behind the glass. You just get you mad at me. I said, just yell at me. And yeah, I'm 27 years old. There must be 27 years of frustration there. Right? So he had that done first take, probably about 20 seconds. Best thing I ever heard in my life.
Check it out at the end of the first song on our new album. It's called At What Cost. So the next question is, tell us about your album. Or we just went through that. Let's talk about what inspired us and the lyrics on this album. A lot of it refers to death in general, cause and effect, choices made, and where we end up. There's quite a bit of pop culture stuff in there too. We took a couple pages out of the Stephen King's Pet Sematary, wrote a sweet tune. Exorcist for Beer, we just explained. And there's a few that hit home too as well. When I say it involves a lot of death, one of the songs is called Kevlar, and it's about solidarity, just how bros are from the beginning to end, no matter what goes on in life. And there's a little bit everything in it for everybody when it comes to speed, intensity, how heavy it is, but lyrically it is widespread as well.
It is. There really is something for everyone.
There's a lot of difference in all the songs. Everything's themed a little differently. There's different
like Exorcist is fun. You know, it jokes around, and then Kevlar, man. It's sweet.
Exactly. It really takes in. There's another song called Clinics, which I guess it kind of speaks for itself, which is a pretty big issue.
That tune involves Canada's opiate crisis, and it's about addiction and the needle clinic programs that we have here in this country.
Yeah. But
it takes a look at the aspect from the user and the person trying to get away from it. There's a harsh reality of what's going on in all our streets, but this song really highlights addiction in a whole. What's the story behind the album cover? Well, we did want to name this new album At What Cost Exorcist for Beer, but we just couldn't create an image that suited the whole thing. So we reached out to Andrei Buzikov, and what he did for us was he created this image of what appears to be the subway entrance to hell, and we have demons coming and going out of and from the exit as they leave onto earth. Their horns grow and they're showing more prominent images of themselves on their way into hell. On the way out, they lose it and they become part of society as a regular person, and it's supposed to represent the evils around us. At the front of the cover, though, there's a human being torn in both directions by two demons, and what that represents is at what cost will it take somebody to lose their identity to the evils in our world.
Nailed it.
Are there any new albums that have caught your ears? For me, I gotta say that last Municipal Waste, that one ripped pretty good. It came out in March. If you guys are not fans, you should check it out, and you will become. Who wants to tell us a little about our music scene here?
Oh, I'll take that one. Yeah, we Fort McMurray, there is some original music here. It's a pretty small city. It's not quite too much city, but it's not quite too much rural either. There's a lot of musicians, and they're all very supportive. But there really isn't too much original music here, so it's kind of lacking. We always find ourselves traveling a few hours down the highway, but it's worth it.
How awesome is that? Yeah. Good job that puts us on the road.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Okay. What are the future plans for this band? Well, with this album coming out, we're gonna tour around a little bit, as Mike said. We're gonna play some shows, but we've already started to focus and look forward. And what we're trying to plan here is a trip in 2025 overseas, and we want to head to Europe and see what the world has to offer.
Oh yeah,
we're coming for you, Europe.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us, why does metal rule? And if you don't think it does, then why are you playing in a metal band?
That's a good one, yeah. Well, I think just music in a whole I think that just brings, it doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, it brings everyone together in one instance or another. But for me, metal's always been, it's been high energy. It makes you feel different emotions, man. There's different songs for different times. And it pushes you to learn and expand on your own musical ability and pushes you in different directions and different genres. And it's made me a better musician. I know that for sure.
I like it for the sheer aspect that it's a healthy outlet for emotions, man.
Yeah, it's a big one.
How can you express rage and anger if not through face-melting music?
Exactly.
I think Mike's got it right. I stick to the
exactly
15-year-old Sean inside of me, and it prevents me from punching people in the face.
Yeah.
Metal Rules, thank you for having us.
Right,
everybody else out there, keep the crossover alive.
Please.
Have a good one.